So what is an API gateway? An API gateway typically at the simplest version is a reverse proxy that enables security and monitoring for your microservices. But beyond that, if you look at what it's typically trying to do, and this is not just the API gateway itself, but also the full lifecycle API management platforms such as Stike, what they tend to do is they provide separation of concerns and mediation. What does that mean? So now think about your overall system that you have built. Now, separation of concerns means that you've got your microservices, and microservices typically have your logic, your business logic. And without an API gateway, in most cases, you would build in your different security policies and administrative logic and monitoring and all of that as part of your overall backend system. Now, that makes it challenging for you to scale, makes it potentially a risk for every update that you're making there. What an API gateway does as part of the first level of separation of concerns is that it acts as an abstraction layer for all of your different administrative requirements. When I talk about administrative or API management requirements, which means your security policies, your monitoring policies, all of that can then live at the API gateway or API management layer, freeing up your microservices to focus on the business logic of your product and your organization. What it also means that it can then act as an enforcer of policies and governance. It is pretty much a standard umbrella which can then be applied. Any kind of protocol, any kind of policy that you are applying at the gateway or the management platform level, APIM level, can then be applicable to all of the microservices underneath. So when you're adding a new microservice, you're expanding out your overall backend, you can easily add that and it will be part of the bracket of your API gateway. Once it's being routed through the API gateway, all of the policies that were previously being enforced or applied to your previous microservices will now also be applied to this extended way. Also, it provides you with flexibility for dynamic API security need. What that means is that your requirements, in most cases, API security needs may change and evolve as time passes. You may want to update it, upgrade it, and instead of having to do that at the microservice itself level, you can do that at the API gateway level, which makes it a lot more easy, a lot more flexible for you to make that change. And once you've made that change, that's going to apply to all of the different microservices that exist underneath. Now, as part of another layer of separation of concerns, a modern enterprise API stack or modern enterprise product stack today typically comprises of delegated systems or delegated platforms that are dedicated to accomplish specific tasks. These specific tasks can involve security, which is where your identity providers come into play, or your identity access management platforms come into play. Your monitoring systems might come in for your monitoring of data and alerts and notifications. Your analytics systems might come in. So all of these different delegated systems are part of your overall product that you are building and not all coupled together into a single system. Now, API Gateway has an important role of mediating or bringing a degree of cohesion between all of these systems together. It is essentially a mediator between all of these different systems and acts as that connecting glue that keeps it all together. So that the separation concerns, again, very, very important here, because with that in place, what you want is that even if a single component has been compromised, it does not compromise the security of your entire stack altogether. So that's why it's quite important, and API Gateway makes it all possible.